Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me live today. Super excited to be doing a lunch, learn, and earn. So, today we are going to talk about making money online and getting these online income streams going. Just like my thumbnail said, yes, this year, and I actually think it's in my title. And I think I sent it out in an email. You really can decide to change your life this year if you decide to get serious about earning online. Personally, I've seen it time and time again. And personally, I am someone that came online while working full time as a nurse, and was able to like literally change my finances in just a couple of months. And it really laid a strong foundation for my online income, which would then become my online business. Since then, I have been able to replace my nursing income again so many years ago and go on to be now boss free for right over 14, 15 years. One day I got to look up the exact date. And having a six-figure business, and it's all because of learning how to earn income online, learning digital marketing skills, learning the ways of the internet, learning how to use the platforms of the internet like YouTube, like Facebook, learning how to develop skills that have allowed me to pay the bills consistently online. And that is what I want to show up and talk to way more people about. And I will tell you, when I got started, I was 33 years old. I am now 51 years old. And it's funny because over my 18 years of being online, I've consistently attracted people that are a lot like me in my season, which I think is so exciting to attract people, which is why we say, making money online can be as simple as just sharing your journey with other people. Because believe it or not, on any given day, there are people out there that are a lot like you, just looking for someone they can relate to and looking for someone that's making a very, very honest recommendation. And for me, that's how I got started. So even from 33 years old and now 51 years old, I consistently and have consistently attracted people that are a lot like me for the season that I am in. When I was working full time as a nurse, and even many years after to this very day, I've attracted a lot of people in the healthcare profession, and a heck of a lot of nurses. So not only get started on this journey, but to also go on to make money. And some have even gone on to replace incomes and earn upwards of six figures, and some have earned multiple six figures. And where I am right now at being 51 years old, like I'm so fired up to share, my story more, because what a lot of people don't realize as women over 50, and this is one of the reasons why after being on YouTube for all of these years, I'm actually going to be taking my butt over to TikTok, because there's such a market for us right now. And I know for a fact, there are so many women that are sitting on skill sets, they're sitting on time, they're sitting on financial resources that they literally could be turning into an income. And so what I mean by that is women over 50, we are one of the largest demographics. First off, we are a growing demographic, right? Why? Because we are Gen X. But on top of that, we're one of the most financially sound groups as well. So I know a lot of times when it comes to making money online, we like to say things like, people get started because they don't have all that they need. And that is a very, very true fact. The majority of people that do decide to start up an online income or to seek out side hustles, it's the fact, right? They're not making the kind of money that they want. Maybe their money game is not looking the way they want it to look. Maybe they don't have all the time freedom that they would like to have. Maybe they're clocking in too many hours, throughout the week. A lot of things going on. And so a lot of times they will come online and they will look to learn side gigs or how to start up an income online, not even thinking that they're wanting to start a business, just how can I start making money online, because there is a deficit somewhere, right? Like there is a shortfall somewhere and there's something more that they actually want. There's not a whole lot of people that have like their entire life together and say, hey, I'm just going to start a business. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. It absolutely does. But right, there's a lot of people out there. But what I love about, and what a lot of women don't realize, being the age that we are, if you're 50 or over, this is the biggest thing right here, is that advertisers are not paying attention to us. Advertisers are literally spending less than 5% of their capital or of their investment into advertising to us. And so for me, when I understood that and I realized what a gap that is leaving over on TikTok, TikTok is a massive place right now for women over 50. I think all the platforms, to be quite honest, if they're worked right, can be a gold mine for women over 50, because on all of these platforms, especially TikTok, there is an entire quote unquote side of TikTok where it's like for women over 50. And you have women over 50 there, sharing their journey as empty nesters, sharing their world as just like women over 50. And I'm telling you right now, so many of them are still working. So many of them are not doing what they want to be doing. So many of them need extra income. Like so many of them, for lack of just kind of lumping it all together, they're looking for something more. Right. Sometimes it's to fill a void of being an empty nester. The kids have moved on, and just having that sense of like, I want something now for myself. I know for me, I actually had that feeling when my daughter was off at college. She's home temporarily now. She's headed off to law school this summer. But I remember when she was away, I remember just one day I woke up and I remember thinking, I don't know why, like I was missing her. I was feeling some kind of way. And then something just dawned on me. It's like, well, Steph, I guess now like this is your time to decide to just really go for it. And I don't think I don't think I wasn't going for it, right? Like clearly my kids were little when I built my 6-figure business. They were little when I was doing all of this, but it was kind of like now all of the excuses are away. Like now, like you can't blame nobody for, people like pulling you in different directions and having to, pick up kids. Like all the excuses that you could have had, like you don't have that anymore. And it was just a really, really big wake up call. And what I'm realizing is that on platforms like TikTok, especially, there are a lot of women that have those feelings and they don't really know what to do with them. And I'm someone that's been online for 18 years, right? Like I know how to make money online. I know how to do my thing. I've been able to do this for myself. I've been able to help other people and usher other people into doing this. And now I just want to do it on a much bigger scale. And so I know you don't have a whole lot of people out there that will like fess up to the idea of like wanting to get rich on these platforms on the internet. But if you're looking for someone that's willing to talk real about their desires, like that's me. That is absolutely me. Like I will do what I've got to do in this season to get everything that is mine when it comes to making money online. And what I know that means, it means being of high service to a lot of people. It means helping a lot of people get exactly what they want, which again, for my market, it's helping more and more women like really learn how they could start up an income stream online. So I'm going to move you kind of fast forward because I want to talk about like why I am where I am right now, why I believe I have the best opportunity out there to help people really understand how to start. I drafted up some notes. I want to make sure I hit on some important points. But I believe it's the best opportunity for people that are really, really serious about wanting to learn how to earn online. Over the past, so I made a pivot in my business in 2023. I had my coaching business. I was creating my own digital products. Like I was my own girl, right? Like everything I did, it was like from my mind, from my area of expertise. I had my own courses. I had my own digital products. I had my own mentorship community. Women were finding me on YouTube and investing $2,500 into my mentorship program without ever talking to me. Like I had my business going on. But there came a point where I really didn't like what I was doing anymore. And the reason I didn't like that is because I felt like I wasn't really helping women get the outcome that they wanted. And that's for a variety of reasons. I won't talk about it here, but I realized like that was just no longer my thing. Right? Like I didn't want to help women like turn their expertise into businesses because I saw how hard and how many obstacles like so many of these women had to go through. It's not just the fact that they were knowledgeable in a lot of these areas, but it's like they had to learn the tech, right? Like they had to learn marketing. They had to learn how to show up. If you're going to be a coach, right, you got to learn how to put yourself out. You got to learn branding. Like there was just so much. And for so many of these women, they had to overcome their own mind first. And I just realized like, first off, I don't think I ever want to charge, right? Like that kind of money to be able to help people at that level. And I knew I couldn't keep charging only $2,500, right, a year to help at the level that I really, really wanted to help at. All right. Hey, I'm just live. I'm just going live. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, what do you do online? Do you show up for a big audience? Yeah, and the great thing about live stream is I get to repurpose it. It's like just like shooting a video. But yeah, thanks so much for your love anyways. It's always appreciated. And so I knew I couldn't keep helping in that way, right? Like I knew it didn't feel right for me. So then I pivoted. I pivoted to what was hot at the time was master resale right courses. And as a lot of people know, that style of business, it kind of ran its course. Where it was no longer about just people buying digital marketing courses for the sake of learning the digital marketing skills and selling the courses, but people actually wanted a lot more. And that's where I got to in my business. I realized, and this is such an important point, is I get why we think the answer is turning an area of expertise into a business. And it works for some people. It really, really does. It works for some people. But again, there's so much that has to be learned. There's so much that has to be overcome for a lot of women to actually take off in that way, right? Like in a very, very fast way where it makes sense for them, where they're replacing incomes and all of the thing. So learning how to make money online is a very, very crucial skill. So for me, I realized over my 18 years, I want to put this all together so it helps you make sense. Over my 18 years, I found my groove immediately. I fell into a place where referral marketing or affiliate marketing, and then what would later be called like digital reselling, it was my thing. That I could find something I was really enthusiastic about. I could get out there, I could start talking to people about it, and people would buy from me. And I established that worked for me right out the gate, making my very first sale on day number 3 when I came online. Again, no audience, no nothing, right? My very first sale on day number 3. And it's funny, whoever that rude person was that popped up that probably has nothing going on in their own life right now. It's funny because it's comments like that can stop people from thinking like you're showing up for no one. So what that person doesn't know is even though in my show Zero here, every single time I get off my live streams, it could show while I'm live, like 20 people are live with me. I get off my live streams, and because of the way they're watching, it shows like 100 people were actually watching. So again, if you're out there and you're afraid of like the comments, you're afraid of what people might think, you're afraid of appearing like you're lonely, right? Like I have a whole 6-figure business doing what it is that I do, right? A comment like that, that's someone that clearly does not know. I share that because it's so important that your goals, your aspirations, what you want is so much bigger than any current circumstance, any current situation, or anything that anyone could say, right? Or believe about what it is that you're doing. You've got to want what it is that you want so much more, right? And I proved that when I first got started. I didn't have an audience. I was brand new to YouTube, knew nothing about making money online. And yeah, I could have had those same thoughts that, oh my gosh, like I'm going to shoot this video and I have no audience. No one knows me. Like it's going to take me forever to start earning. And it didn't, right? 3 videos in, 3 days in, and I made my first sale. And then it wasn't a fluke because my first 30 days, I made 28 sales. Right. And so I found immediately that was my way. I didn't really know it was my way, but that would be the way that I would make, again, my first 6 figures online, like all the things. What I realized, and it wasn't until recently, right? Like this is why I tell people, you won't always have it all together. You won't always have all the answers. Like sometimes you just got to take a chance. You just got to go and you just got to believe like all the chips are just going to fall and make sense as they go. And so over my years, I've always inspired and empowered people to like go on this journey with me, right? I've always inspired and empowered people to buy the things that I was selling. But a lot of those things involved people doing exactly what I was doing, meaning a lot of the opportunities were nothing more than an opportunity to make money, right? And the way that you made money was getting out there and, selling the program to other people. Same thing with the digital marketing courses. Even though the digital marketing courses held a lot of value, right? Because they actually taught you real digital marketing skills. The problem with that is it taught really one way to make money. So unless you wanted to take the digital marketing skills and then go out there and create your own digital products and your own courses, which a lot of people did do, right? A lot of people learned the skills and they learn how to build funnels. They learn how to do email marketing. And some people did take those skills, go out there, right, and create their own businesses for themselves. But the majority of people were buying into these courses, right, so that they could have something to resell. So if they could learn some skills and get out there, right, and refer the same system to other people. And what I can only speak of from my own experience, and also what I know that goes down inside of the community and why so many women are finally succeeding and winning, is that for a lot of people, referral marketing, going live, shooting videos, putting themselves out there, being the face of their business, being the personality, being the brand. It wasn't their thing. Like they were down and so down for wanting to learn the skills because they understood how important it was, right, to build an audience, to learn how to create systems and stores and learn email marketing. Like all of it made complete sense to them, right? But then to have the only way to really make money quickly was to get out there and refer the same course to other people as like the only option. It held a lot of people back. And just over the past like 2 to 3 years, there were so many people that wanted to learn faceless. There were so many people that wanted to learn income streams that were just behind the scenes. And I shouldn't say unfortunately, very fortunately, right? There are so many ways that you can make money online. And marketing justice system that only taught digital marketing, it really didn't give people an honest representation of all the ways that they could actually be out there making money, right? It wasn't an honest representation. And so what I happened to luck up on is a community. I don't even want to call it a course. It's like a community with multiple courses in it that actually teaches you 20 different income streams. And so if you're like me and you're someone where you love the idea of number one, wanting to learn how to start making an income online for yourself, like you understand, like this is where it's all going for a lot of people, is that we're not relying upon our jobs. We're not relying upon the system, right? If we're in retirement, like we know like Social Security alone or our pensions alone or whatever it is you have, like it's not a lot. And that's not just me talking out of my butt, right? These are the things that people bring to me, right? Like I've been a nurse for all of these years. I'm ready to retire and I don't have enough. Right? Or I've been working as a nurse and I never set aside money for retirement, right? And I need to get something cooking right now, or I'm ready to supplement my income, or I'm ready for more. Like so many different things that I hear from people, right? They come online and they're wanting to learn, like, how can I do this? Can I do this? Is there a viable way for me? And now people don't have to rely upon just going out there and, by luck, trying to learn all of these skills on TikTok or on YouTube, but there now is one place where you can not only learn, right, all about digital marketing, right? So if you're someone like me, where again, you love the idea of being able to have something that you believe in and that you can see the value in, and you're like, oh my gosh, like more people need to know about this, and you can turn right back around and offer it to other people, knowing that the people that you offer it to don't have to use it the same way that you're using it. Right? They might not ever decide to go on and offer this as a resell or as an affiliate opportunity to other people. They might decide to come in and decide to learn print on demand, or they might decide to come in and learn user generated content, right? UGC, and learn how to go out there and get brand deals, right? They might decide to learn how to do Amazon reviews, right? And just simply review products, right, on Amazon and get paid every single time someone watches their video on Amazon and then goes to make a purchase. Right? They might decide that they want to do letter writing. Right now, there are women that are writing letters, right? They're earning upwards of $5,000 a month by writing letters. That does not even involve social media. Like you don't have to have any social media account to be able to do that, right? Again, it's the internet and the world when it comes to earning is so much bigger, right, than what a lot of us thought it was at one point. I've always known that there's like a gazillion ways to make money online. I haven't held a big interest in a lot of them. So that's why like I've never learned print on demand, right? I've learned print on demand. I showed it before to print like my own mugs for my business. Like I know how to do that, but a full-fledged business, don't know how to do that, right? I never had an interest in UGC. I never had an interest in Amazon review. At one point I did, right? And I didn't like the work. I'm like, oh, I can't see myself doing this every single day. But I bought a course on Amazon reviews, right? And guess what? I made a crap ton of money selling that course to other people. But here's the thing. I actually tried Amazon reviews. Like that's the only reason why I offered it. I thought it was a sweet deal. I tried it and I'm like, I can't see myself doing this every single day. It just wasn't an income stream that jived with me. Right. And so I've always known there's a lot of ways to make money out there, but I've never been qualified nor positioned to be able to offer, right, other women all of these income streams because number one, I couldn't teach it. So how could I create digital products around them? I never wanted to be associated with a ton of different affiliate programs, right, just to be able to offer the education. And this is exactly what I've been doing for all of these 18 years. right? Involving myself in community-like programs where I get to get out of it what I want to get out of it, right? Which I love high ticket sales. I love being able to refer someone to something where they're going to get true education, where they're going to be made better. And in this instance, like I love knowing so much where if someone is hearing this and they're like, I want to learn how to make money online, but Steph, I really don't want to do what you do. I love knowing now that I don't have to help that woman try to overcome her fear of video, that I don't have to convince her that video is the only way that people will buy from you, right? That I don't have to help people like overcome anything. I can say, well, if you want to have a completely faceless business, you can do affiliate marketing and you can do it faceless if you want. Or you don't even have to do anything related to social media at all if you don't want to, right? You can learn how to become a virtual assistant, right? And help people like me in my business, right? Or again, Amazon, UGC, letter writing, right? Again, so many different ways that you can make money online. And what I love about the community, it's not just here, right? Like, here's what you're going to learn, but it's the training as well as the community so that you get to connect with people that are actually operating in the same way that you're operating. You can connect with people that are successfully racking up UGC deals. As a matter of fact, it's not even just the training, but you actually, a lot of times they add UGC deals. They add gigs, right, that are viral right now or training right now so that you don't even have to go out there and try to find your own. Like when I say it's like an all-in-one community, I've never seen nor experienced anything like this. And I will tell you, when I bought my first Master Resale Rights course, which at that time was called The Roadmap, earned 6 figures right out the gate selling that. And then they decided not to be Master Resale Rights anymore. They decided to go affiliate. And at that time, I was like not ready to go affiliate. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to put my money in someone else's hand. When I make a sale, I want to know the money comes instantly to me. And so what I did was I preserved my community because I already had hundreds of customers. And they were still wanting and loving the idea of Master Resale Rights, right? So being that that was the only course that actually gave us the downloads, I took the downloads and I created my own community around that particular digital marketing course, right? So that we could keep the Master Resale Rights going. But then again, I ran into the exact same problem, right? I did that for 2 years where it was like, I looked around, right? And it was like, I was the only one really, really winning. I was the only one like really doing something with this, right? And that just did not sit well with me. I'm like, there's got to be something more. And so in between that and me doing what I did now, I've actually purchased a lot of the digital marketing courses that are out there, right? I've purchased a lot of them. And none of them, right, outside of a faceless one, did I feel good bringing to my audience. So I'll say this, I am not the person that just jumps into things and offers it just so I can make money. If I know I can't put my name, my brand behind it, I will either just take it as a loss or I will try to get things out of it that I can benefit from, right, and use it in my business. Right. So I've invested into like probably every single digital marketing course that is out there, right? Because I was always wanting to see like, is there something better that I can actually bring my community, bring my audience, right? Something that could give us maybe a little bit more. And there was nothing that I felt really, really good standing behind for one reason or another. And so with Boss Suite, and the link is down below in the description if you want to, learn how you can get started. So many people get started with zero down. And they don't even have to make their first payment until like 30 days into it. This is what I love so much. I love being able to say like, there's really no excuse. Even if you had to put it on a credit card, like that was your only option. There's like no excuse, right? When a $597 investment, right? Again, making women multiple 6 figures a year by learning these skills, right? And so when I discovered Boss Suite, I was like, well, you know what? Okay. Right. I've already invested in almost everything else out there. I said no to Boss Suite when they were only at 2,400-ish members, right? Because I felt like, no, I'm just going to rock steady. I'm going to try to make what I'm doing right now work. And I did. And when I got to the point where going into this year, I was like, no, Steph, what you're doing is the meaning of insanity. You are hoping for a different outcome by doing the exact same thing. And it's not working and it's not going to work. There's nothing that you can do different. And so when I decided to jump into Boss Suite, they then had just over 5,000. Now we have over 7,000. I've only been in Boss Suite for about 3 weeks. So like we're growing rapidly and for really, really good reason. And I'll talk more about that. And if you're here live and you have any questions, feel free to chime in, let me know. More than happy to answer. I'll take you behind the scenes if you actually want to see the community. I'll show you, what it's all about. But what really impressed me when I came inside was, first off, I purchased because of the 20 income streams. I loved the idea where I could help way more women. And I've even had men purchases from me. Skill set's a skill set, right? It's just, it was created by a woman. It's very woman centric, right? But very, very much so men are in it. They're thriving. As a matter of fact, the owner's husband is getting ready to do a whole men's module because he's been able to benefit from the income streams inside as well, learning the income streams and going out there and like learning UGC and Amazon reviews, I believe. You know what? I'm just going to stop right there for a second. Do you see where this is going? He had his own thing, and I think he has his own thing. He makes money, right, as the man in the house doing what he does, not doing stuff online, but because his wife put together this program, right? She's invited other experts and other women that are already earning multiple 4 figures, right, in a lot of these income streams, teach these income streams. He was able to come in, right, learn 2 different income streams and go out there and get like his first brand deal for $500 a month, I think, or maybe it was $500 one time. Right. And now he's stepping up and teaching a whole men's module. Like when I say you can change your life in a year, are you seeing how fast this happens for people that want it to happen fast? Because no longer does anyone have to try to overcome the fear of not wanting to go live or not wanting to shoot videos or not wanting to be the face. You can completely hide your face, completely be brandless. Right. And again, learn how to get some of these income streams going for yourself. Like, again, I'm like beside myself right now. I was just thinking about her husband and I'm like, how fast he did this. And there are people out there that are getting mulling over, thinking. I always want to say, like, what are you thinking about? Right? And that's why I really like every single day I wake up with the belief, like I am here to help the woman that already knows she's going to do the doggone thing. Right? Like she already knows that she was called for more. She already knows she wants more. She already knows there's something more out there for her. She already knows she needs to do something different, right? She already knows like she can't keep doing the same thing. And she's just looking for the resources. But like she already knows she's going to do the doggone thing. Right? And so when I think about that, I always fall back on like you literally like to become that person, you've got to decide that you want your outcome and you want your outcome, right? And your results way more than you want your current circumstance and situation. That is the only way any of us stay in the same circumstance and situation year after year after year. It's because deep down inside, we want that more than the outcome. Because if you wanted the outcome more, right, then you'd be doing the thing that would help you get the outcome, period. There would be nothing, right? Certainly not a $597 opportunity that, again, the majority of people get started with on a payment plan. There's no way, right, you would let that hold you back, right? I had a little bit of fear and apprehension. Do you know who I went to? I prayed about it. I went to my husband. I said, I'm looking at making a really big change in my business, right, because of these reasons. And he was like, go for it. He's like, this makes complete sense. Go for it. Right. And so I was one of those people where no, I didn't hide it from my husband. No reason. Like I'm an entrepreneur, right? Like I've been doing this thing, no reason to hide it. But I really wanted like sound reasoning that I was doing the right thing for the right reasons. And so even though you might be someone that you've yet to get started in this space and maybe you are fearful, maybe you are doubtful, maybe you haven't been in my space a long time because you stick around me, right? And we get rid of that fear and that doubt. Right? Literally, like I feel like I activate action takers, like people that are wanting to do the doggone thing, and then they compel themselves to get started and do the doggone thing. Right? But even like you, right? Even though I have a 6-figure business, what I was doing, I couldn't see persisting in it because it wasn't helping people to the level that I wanted to help people. So I could have persisted and only cared about myself and kept bringing in sales, right? Like knowing that I'm not really doing the best things for people, right? Or I could entertain something different that would not only give me a different outcome, because when I feel a certain way about what I'm promoting and selling, like it doesn't matter, right? Like it's going to happen for me. But also knowing that I get to stand true behind what I've always said, making a lot of money at the high service of other people, right? And that's what this is. So not only do you get to learn the income streams, but you have an entire community where all throughout the week, there are calls that happen, right, to support you on your journey. You can connect with people in real time that are doing the exact same thing that you're doing, right? You can go and read the testimonies of people, right, that have had success either as an affiliate or with a certain income stream, and you can actually again decide to reach out to them and maybe find out like, hey, what exactly did you do, right? You're not in this all by yourself. And oftentimes, right, you'll have, the oddball person that's like, well, can't I just learn these income streams on YouTube? You can, and good luck, right? But don't reach out to people expecting just people to give you mentorship, coaching, and support without you paying them anything, right? When you're opting to go the route of just going out there and just like, free balling it on YouTube, right? Or TikTok, right? Try to pick up bits and pieces of information when there's a whole community that is set up to not only teach you the skills that you want to learn so that you can start earning an income. You literally can start earning income this month if you wanted to. There was literally a testimony. Let me see if I can find it. Literally, I was dying. But she said, and this was just yesterday, I read it. She said, I don't even know what I'm doing. She's like, but I already got one brand deal, I think 3 others that have reached out to her. She's like, I'm just following the instructions. I don't even know what I'm doing, right? But I already have brand deals. Like my profiles aren't even completely set up, but I already have brands reaching out to me and I've already secured one brand deal. That's what I'm talking about. Like that's what this is, right? Where it's like women are almost like lucking up on success simply because they're deciding to invest in themselves, and many of them don't even invest into themselves. I can't tell you how many stories I've read in here of women who have gotten started with 0 down and made their entire $597 before their first payment was even due. Either because they decided to resell this as an affiliate, or they got some brand deals or Amazon reviews. And I'll let you know, if you want to make money fast, if you're here live with me right now, just type in fast. And I'll tell you like where to focus if you want to make money fast. What are the fastest ways to actually make money? Let me see. I was going to share my screen, but it's okay. So, okay, we have shy people. That's fine with me. So the fastest way, if you're taking notes, to make sales. So let's say you're like, Steph, like I want to make sales in my first 30 days, right? Like if I can get started right on a payment plan. And it's funny, a lot of people don't even try because a lot of people are like, oh, what about monthly payments? If you're thinking like, what about monthly payments? You're worried more about your circumstance and your situation versus what it is that you want. Because I'm telling you right now, hand on heart with everything in me. And I can tell you because it's exactly what I did when I was brand new. I got started, right, when I was brand new. I didn't have a whole lot of money just sitting there. I was here online wanting to learn because I knew there had to be a better way. I always had the entrepreneurial calling. I was tired of doing MLM and network marketing, and I knew there had to be a better way, right? And so I took that first step. And again, 28 sales my first 30 days. Those kind of outcomes are really happening for women, right, that are setting themselves up. And here's what I'll say about this. Don't take this as an income claim or a guarantee of results for yourself. But I really believe, again, why my brand shows up for the woman that like already knows her success is on lock. She's just missing some components. Maybe she's missing a mentor or she's missing the resources. Again, she's missing what's in Boss Suite, but she already knows, right? I really believe that the reason these women are successful, right, so quickly is because they come into this with the attitude and mindset that I will not be denied. Like I'm not coming into this to test it out. I'm coming in because you told me there's 20 income streams, or I see the value in selling this as an affiliate, right? And I'm going to go out. I'm not trying to, do busy work for the next 30 days. I'm not trying to set up a massive brand over the next 30 days. Like I am coming in here at the bare minimum, right, to get my $597 back, right? Or to make money so that it can pay for the actual program before payment even hits. Like, if you have that mindset, like you're in the right place. And I feel like that was me when I first got started. I didn't get started to dip my toe in the water. I got started because this was going to be my new way of life. I think nowadays, I'm going to rant real quick. I really think nowadays women have too many friggin' options. I want the soft life. I want a quiet business. I want calmness. I don't want to do this. I don't want to show my face. And hear me out. Those things are all fine. But what are you going to decide to do then? It's like a lot of times we're talking ourselves out of all the things I don't want to do, right? I can't invest another. Why can't you? There are women in here that have invested into like 8 different courses and didn't find success, true success, until they came here. so many stories of women that have been in multiple programs, multiple courses, MLM and network marketing programs. And they did not find success until they came here. And one of the reasons I will tell you, I believe it's so, is that the community is conducive to success, right? Like I'm a God girl, and I love the fact that, again, faith and you, again, just the goodness of wanting to help people is all in here. It's one thing to have a community. And again, I purchased the course that has like over 100,000 members. And I thought, well, there's got to be something to it because they have over 100,000 members. And the best way that I can describe it for me and why I never offered it to other people is it was soulless. Yeah, I had a lot of information. But as I went through it, I was not inspired. I was not inspired to be a part of the community nor share the community. It lacked soul. Like it lacked like that vibe of like wow, like not only are people winning, but they're also here to help, right? Like it was missing that. And I feel like I found again like my home when it comes to what I love to wake up to every single day, what I love to again do videos about. I'm so excited to get over on TikTok and again learn TikTok. So understand, part of me is starting over from scratch, right? Because while I'll still do lives and I'll be repurposing some of my ideas on YouTube, it's no longer going to be my main platform. No longer. Right? Like there are just some things that are going on right now on YouTube where, again, I can't optimize my business for cash flow and helping people. And so I know on TikTok, I can do that. And so it's like, I am learning from the program TikTok. I'm learning how to post on TikTok and I'm learning how to do TikTok live. Right. And so again, I'm starting over from scratch. Right. And I could have the idea, what if I don't, make the money that I'm accustomed to right out the gate because, right. That's not even a thought in my mind now. Like, I'm like, of course I'm going to be successful. Of course, if I go and model the people that are already having massive success and I bring me into what I do over there, of course I'm going to be successful. But the soul of what goes on here to me, again, makes such a difference, And again, knowing that with every single person that buys this from me, right? So I've had my past prior customers that have purchased this, and every single customer, I'm like, I am so good there. I'm so glad they're in good hands. Like, I know they're going to find their groove. I know they're going to come in. They're going to take that quiz. The quiz is going to tell them the exact earning style that's for them. They're going to have a model they can dive into immediately. If they want to get their affiliate, system set up to resell this, guess what? We do that for you. So you don't even have to worry about the tech side of getting your store set up to start to resell this, right? We do that for you. So you honestly can like dive in, you can decide to learn UGC. And while you're learning that, right, you can have someone else setting up your system for you again for free, right? And why do I think that's so important? Because this is where I think so many people have been missing the mark when it comes to referral income or affiliate income, is that they're trying so hard to sell something they don't truly believe in. All right. I taught this in one of my own personal modules on basically how to become a reselling pro. And what I said is that you have to have this feeling like, oh my gosh, more people need this. And I know for a fact that's where so many people miss the mark when it comes to affiliate sales, is they like people say, Steph, like you can sell anything. No, I really can't. The things that you see me selling or that I've sold over the years, I've had that fire like, oh my gosh, like more people need to know about this. I can always build a story, like my own personal story around it. It's never arbitrary. That's why, again, all the digital marketing courses I purchased, I haven't brought them to my audience or my community because I could not stand behind them. I brought a faceless one, right? And again, can stand behind that. But what for the person that doesn't want to just be faceless, right? They want to learn something more expansive, right? Like that's literally why for me, I dropped everything. And I'm like, this is where I'm pointing, like all of my peeps, right? All of my grown women that want to learn how to really do this, like this is where we're doing it. And so why, if you take the quiz and the quiz is like, UGC or Amazon or, letter writing would be the best way for you to get started. Why do I also recommend that you get your affiliate system set up? And again, we set it up for you for free. Every single member gets their system set up for free. So whether it's Stan Store or Beacon Store, they set your affiliate system up for free. All right. People pay me like $500 to set their systems up. All right, like I'm not even joking. I have set up stores for $500. I've set up funnels, right, to resell my old course, right, for $375. They do it for free for every single member. Don't tell me $597 is a lot of money or not worth it or is the reason why you don't. Like there's so many reasons to say yes to this. But the reason you'd want to set it up, because if you're like that one lady I just talked about, where she's like, I don't even know what I'm doing, but I already have brand deals. Like I'm not even all the way set up. I'm still going, but I already have brand deals that are happening. The reason you want to set it up is because when you do have that fire, when you do realize, oh my gosh, this works, right? Because again, now, do you think she's a believer that more people need this course or this community? Right? Do you think that she could probably resell it effortlessly? Absolutely. Why? Because the whole fire of, like, I took a chance on myself. Maybe she came in for zero down, right? Maybe she came in on a payment plan again, like so many people do. It's incredible how many people start on a payment plan. Do you know how I know this? It's because even when I had my own community and I was selling the roadmap before that, I was selling through a system called System.io, and System.io logs all of your commissions, all your sales made, right? And that was the only thing that I was selling. And that first year of doing the roadmap, I did over $100,000, and my dashboard only reflected like 43,000 because I wanted my plaque, right? I wanted my System.io plaque. And I was like, are you telling me out of over $100,000, 60,000 of it came from payment plans? Y'all, do you see? Like, are you understanding this? So like, if you're someone where you're like, I don't know if, $47 a month, or if I get a payment plan and it's $50 a month, there are women, literally, I'm not promising this for you, but I think you could still a little bit of, the excitement over, or the conviction over, you literally could decide. And that's the big word right there. You literally could decide, right, to start that way and to be able to even have your 597 back in your hands before you even make your first payment. As again, so many women, so many success stories of women that are winning massively that got started with zero down, literally. But do you see why I say everyone get your affiliate system set up? Right? Number one, you're going to earn $507 every single time someone buys it from you. But then if you have the excitement and the conviction that, oh my gosh, like I really thought there was going to be a gotcha. Like I really thought this was going to be another buy a course to resell a course. But no, I took a quiz, module 0. It told me this is the income stream that I should start with. Don't even know what I'm doing yet, but I already have some brand deals, and those brand deals are paying me like X amount of dollars, right? A lot of the brand deals that I see women getting are paying them anywhere between $500 and $1,500 a month. Sometimes the brand deals are one-off brand deals, right? But again, what would that do for you? There have been times in my own business where it was like, I wish I was doing something other than just referring, right? Because again, like the money all stacks. It absolutely stacks. But you see again how now someone like that's going to just be a lot more excited. Right? Say, hey, Charlita. All right, let me go back to my notes for a second. So if you're here live, right, and you have heard anything that I've shared and you want to either see the community, let me know. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Like literally the best decision that I've made for myself and where I'm going in my business a lot moving forward. So if you're looking for someone that's solid, someone that walks the walk, and our goals are akin, like they're a lot like mine, I'm going to encourage you to go for it. But my biggest goal is cash flow. My biggest goal is getting women into money. My biggest goal is not to see women like decide to set up these big elaborate brands, and again, the busy work. I did something the other day and I was like, you know what? I realized like my business is not about a checklist. Like my business is not about having a gazillion things I've got to do. My business literally is about like, how am I optimize the best for cash flow every single day? Right. I saw 2 options. What's the difference? What do you mean 2 options? If you're talking about Light and Boss Suite, let me know. But I realized, right, because here's the thing, and this could be an encouragement for anyone that loves the idea of reselling or being an affiliate, because I'll be honest with you, that's how I got linked into all of this as a complete beginner, is I saw someone online where I was like, I could do what they were doing. It happened to be a man at that time. My very first instance was a man. When I pivoted, it was a woman. But I'm like, I can do what they can do. And so I just started modeling what they did. That's how I had success. Where was I going with that? Oh, and I was thinking the other day, I'm like, Steph, like, how have you always defied the odds? My very first 6-figure year, $108,000. I only had like 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, and my email list was less than probably 2,000 people. And if you were to look at the rules, it completely defies the rules, right? Because your email list, you're only supposed to be earning $1 per month from every subscriber, right? So how did I have, a whole, $10,000 a month business? And what I realized was, again, it's kind of like I looked at every single year. How did I defy the odds? And here's the thing: is my videos I don't have viral videos. In every single video that I've done that has like defied the odds in terms of for my channel with the numbers, not YouTube. Please understand that I am not a viral girly. I'm not a guru. Like, I don't play by those rules. I just don't. I play by the rules of helping people. And again, making sales by what I do. I know I've never needed the numbers. But here's the thing that's so interesting. When I was in my coaching time, I had 2 videos that each got like over 25,000 views. I think one got over 15,000, the other got over 25,000. And guess what? Hardly any sales came from those videos. Last year or the year before last, I did a video that ended up getting like 3,500 views. Again, like, I'm not like bragging, like, it's kind of pathetic, right? Like, my videos they don't get a lot of views. But that video, I don't even remember any sales coming in from it. Like, and I know how to track my stuff. So like, I know, and I'm like, crazy, right? But when my videos, again, I've had my first 6-figure year, my videos, on average got probably right around 100 views each. And it's because I realized that I wasn't playing by the rules of YouTube. I wasn't trying to play their content game, right? Like, I wasn't trying to rank. I was trying to talk to people that were interested in something very, very specific. So even though my videos would have less views, they were people that were like, I want to buy something, or I want to start a business, or they were looking up a very particular way of earning. And so it's like, I was the one that showed up, not trying to teach them, but I showed up trying to, again, like, show them, like, this is what I'm doing, right? And so I realized, like, and the reason why I struggled last year in my business, worst year ever, is because I was trying to be a really big teacher. I was trying to fix my YouTube channel. I was trying to, appease the algorithm. I was trying to get views. I was like, if everyone else is getting views, why not me? Like, I couldn't figure it out. And I realized, Steph, those videos were so different than the years where, again, you were showing up for the person that was like, I want to start a business, or like, I want to start making money. Like, you weren't appealing. You were appealing to people that wanted free content to learn. And I realized it was a really, really big difference. So like, if you link up with me, I don't have to like teach you like that, because everything you need to learn to help you start an income, it's in the Boss Suite. So you don't need me to teach you, right? What I would do is actually share my expertise on what it means to optimize your business and your presence for cash flow. Right. So like, for me, an optimal day for me, I know my girl Charlene is out there. She loves the soft life, right? One of my other members, right? They always talk about soft, quiet, calm. And I'm like, their definition is different than mine. Soft, quiet, calm for me is waking up to sales already, getting on the treadmill, right? And like going live, like, this is like soft for me. Why? Because it will lead to sales. Whether it's today or whether it's someone that watches the replay, like, statistically, historically, right? Like, this is my work day, right? Or uploading a video, right? Historically, when I'm in my zone doing what I do, that's my work day. So for me, the softness and it being like feeling good for me isn't in the work that I do. It's in how easy, for lack of better words, I'm going to use a better word. It's in how efficient what I do leads to cash. Like, that's what I look at, right? So like, again, for me, waking up to sales, I'm like, okay, like, we're already off to a good day. It already feels good for me, right? That's what I'm accustomed to, right? That's what I'm building back up to. But now I'm actually requiring more of myself. I'm like, why not 4 sales a day? Why not 5 sales a day? Like, why not? For me, right? That's what this is all about for me. Right. So if that if that's something that you're interested in, whether it's through affiliate or whether it's through one of the other income streams, just know you're linking up with someone that, again, at the age of 51, I want to show women, like, if you have a deficit in your retirement for $100,000, do you know how long it would take you to save up $100,000 traditionally, right? With the program like this, if you wanted to resell it, let's talk about that. 197 sales, right around 200 sales for you to be able to make $100,000. It's just a handful of people every single month. And there are some women that are doing very close to $100,000 a month. Like, those are the stories that inspire me. Don't let them inspire you, right? Don't let them scare you, but those are the stories that inspire me. Like, I'm starting to think so much more for myself, right? Again, because I'm in a community where, again, it's like, I'm seeing how big this really can be. And I think also that's lacking for so many of us, right? Like, even in my own community, it's like, it's kind of like I had gotten away from that vision because, like, I hate to say it, but like, I was the only one really, really winning. So it's kind of like my standard began to be kind of like even my own gold standard. And I'm forgetting that there are women out there that were doing it so much bigger. And when you want to win, it's so important to be around, right, people that are like winning and doing bigger things than you are. So it's like I've had my mentors and things, yes. But again, having that kind of, not even a competitive edge, but just, again, realizing there's something more for you out there and just tapping you back in, right, to what it is that you want. And so for me, the Boss Suite has been an answer to all of those things, right? Like, it's like, I'm no longer the biggest girl around, right? Like, I'm in a community where a lot of days I'm really, really uncomfortable, but I'm also in a community where I know, like, when Michelle finds my video tomorrow and decides to do this, she's going to be like, girl, like, where have you been all my life? Like, I know that's what this is. I know I'm not showing up to be nobody's hero. I'm showing up to be a bridge. I'm showing up to be a tour guide. Like, girl, like, look what we've been missing out on. And that's how I feel. I'm like, look what we've been missing out on. Right. So, Charlita says, yes, Light and Boss Suite. Okay, awesome. So Boss Suite has 20 income streams that are taught inside of it, plus all of the digital marketing, tons of digital marketing, tons of mindset, magnetic content, a lot of faceless assets that you can use, very, very robust. The Light version is like a starter kit, and it teaches 7 income streams. So if someone is more interested in the actual income streams and not really the deep dive into like how to become like a master affiliate and, all the deeper dive into digital marketing, then the Light is a really, really great way to get started. So Boss Suite is $597. The Light is $277. So Boss Suite, 20 income streams, plus, again, all the mentorship, all the calls, all the extras. And then Light still has a community, so it has its own community. It teaches 7 income streams, and the calls and stuff happen there as well. But it's just it's void of all the extra digital marketing and content training. So yeah, and when you get started with the Boss Suite, you automatically get Light. So I mean, amazing. So it's like I instantly have 2 programs that I can offer people, and I made 1 investment. And if someone ever wants to upgrade, like let's say they get started with the 277 and they want to upgrade, they only pay the difference. And let me tell you this, for anyone that might be interested, Charlita, you might be interested in this as well, that's interested in the affiliate side of things. I'll tell you why this affiliate made so much sense for me, why I was so fired up. And I didn't even know this before I got started, is you can control it. So you can either decide to have an affiliate link, right? Or you can do it the master resale rights way, where you collect all of the $597 and then you send the affiliate fee to Madison. That's what I opted for. And my reason was very simple. Is number one, I just don't want no affiliate mishaps. That's it. That has nothing to do. You give me a choice and I'm going to take the choice that puts me in control of my earnings. So when someone gets started, they pay me $597. Right. And then I take out the affiliate fee, which is $75. Right. And then I send that directly over to Madison. So it's like it just comes right out of my money anyways. Right. But it's like I'm in full control. Right. I know it's going right into my bank account from my Beacons account, right, directly into, my bank account, etc. So you have that option. You have the autonomy. Right. You can fully build your business in Stan. You can build it in Beacons. You can opt for MRR on either program, or you can decide to do the very simple way, right, which is the affiliate way. So yeah, I just love the autonomy. I'm really, really big on ownership, really, really big on control. And again, first time ever in my business where someone says, Steph, I don't want to do what you do, but I want to make money online. And I can say, boo, I got you. Like I got you full out. Like you come in here, go to module 0, take the quiz, and it's going to tell you exactly what income stream you should focus on. And then all you got to do is go to that particular module, bypass everything else, go to that particular module, learn that income stream, and whoop, there you go, Bob's your uncle, right? And then you can always circle back to the affiliate stuff, right? And then to know that you'll be fully supported. Shirley says, okay, I'm going to sit down to see how I can fit this into my business. Okay, awesome. You guys, any other questions? Any other questions at all? All right, guys. Well, I hope that whether you're watching this live, whether you're watching the replay, that you leave better. So all you got to do, let me actually show you something, because a lot of people get hemmed up on this, and I'm happy to do it for the actual replay as well, so people actually have it. Why am I not seeing my? Let's see, so yeah, we go. A lot of people struggle. Let's see. When it comes to the payment plans, let me actually show you. Okay, so this is my website right here, yourgirlstephperez.com. The link down below will take you directly to Boss Suite, all right? And so like this is my store, all right? So you have Boss Suite there, you have Boss Suite Lite. I set up my own income quiz. And so anyone that actually purchases from me, I actually give you a copy of my quiz, which is done in ChatGPT. So I give you my custom GPT so you can edit it. A fantastic way to build your email list. So people can actually take the quiz before they even decide to get started if they want to. Again, it's a fantastic way to build your email list. And then your link and everything is embedded into the actual custom GPT. That's what happens when you do business with a G. And then we also have the sneak peek here. All right. So the sneak peek, you guys, this is given to you as well. So the sneak peek, as well as the invitation for people to learn more on our Thursday calls. We do an opportunity call every Thursday, an insider call. And again, inside of Boss Suite, they walk you through all of it in terms of getting this set up on your store. Like I didn't have to think of any of this. Like you go here, right? I created like my own headers and stuff. So again, you purchase through me, you're going to get my own little portal, which will give you all of this stuff in Canva that you can use, make your own, so you can actually stand out some. But yeah, they give you all of it. So you don't have to worry about like, how do I build my email list? All of those resources are given to you. And so to get started, you're going to click on the actual page and you're going to click on I want in. All right. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your name. Let's just put my name there. Okay. Put yes, that you agree. No promo codes. And then once you've done that, okay, so you have to fill this out first. You're going to scroll down and you're going to see where there's PayPal Pay Later. All right. So that is an option for people that love to use PayPal. And then down here, you're going to see Klarna and you're going to see Afterpay. All right. And so like in this instance, it's telling me right here what it's going to be. It could be different once I actually go through the motion. So it's really, really important that you at least try, because I've had some women completely surprised. Like one of my longtime besties got started, completely was surprised that she got started with $0 down or Afterpay. So if you are accustomed to using one over the other, it's completely up to you. All right. But what you have to do is you have to go ahead and click on set up payment plan. From there, it'll take you over to a different page where it will then give you your various options. So once it takes you over there, if you have to log into that particular portal, you might actually see that your payment options, your payment plans have actually changed based upon your relationship, with Klarna or with Afterpay. All right. So, and you guys, another option a lot of people don't even know is I can't offer a firm on my website, but this is like literally like, this is awesome to know. But I have a firm, right? And so with the firm, they will actually give you a virtual card, right? So you get your virtual card, it will give you a spending limit, and then you can actually use that virtual card as a card, like a debit or credit card on your actual site. So that's another way as well. And if you do have any questions about this at all, just feel free to email me. I'll make sure my email address. Actually, if you go to my site, you'll see where you can actually connect with me there as well. If you have any questions, just reach out. I'll be more than happy to walk you through or, help you in getting started if you need any help or if you have any questions whatsoever. So excited. Yeah, I'm excited for you, girl. So, all right, you guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Again, for me, it's never about how many people are here. It's, you know what? Again, I have a kind of business where it doesn't take huge numbers because I'm not playing the content game. I am playing the showing up and helping people game. So it's imagine this. Like, imagine if every single day I invited, I ran an ad in my local area and I said, hey, if you want to learn how to make money online, come over to my house every day or meet me at Panera, right? Like whatever. And let's say every single day, like 5 or 6 women showed up. I don't need 100,000 people right in that room for me to make a sale. 5 or 6 women show up every single day. Guess what? Every single day, right? Whether it's going to take some time to build momentum or whether they got to keep coming back to feel reinforced or they got to save up their money, the sales are going to happen, right? The people are going to be helped. If you could approach what you do online, like if you want to, be a high ticket affiliate like I am, again, $507 per sale, y'all. It changes lives. A sale a day is $15,000 a month. Do you realize that? 2 sales a day, right? $30,000 a month. 3 sales a day, $45,000 a month. You cannot tell me with the billions of people that are out there, lost, confused, struggling, looking for hope, looking for more opportunity, looking for someone that they can relate to and even believe in, right? And something that makes a whole lot of, you can't tell me. And I say that, right, because more people need to realize it's not a them problem. It's not a system problem. It is a us problem. Because sometimes we forget there are so many people out there that just need help. And if we stop trying to clock in for, to go viral, but we just clock in for the few people every single day that are looking for hope and they're actually showing up to hear it from you. Again, a sale a day, helping, let's not even say a sale, a person a day that you get to believe more in themselves and the outcome that they want compared to their situation, right? That woman that's on her job right now, that's literally like, there's got to be something more. She's sitting there on her lunch break, eating her friggin' sandwich, right? About to bawl because she knows she's got to go back into her job and she knows there's something more. She sees the girls on TikTok, right? She sees the reels, right? She's watching the YouTube videos, right? But maybe nothing has stood out. Nothing's made sense for her, right? And maybe it won't make sense to her until I show up or until you show up. You see what I'm saying? Like, we don't think about these things sometimes, but if you can shift your mind and understand this, and you can decide to go for the outcome that you want and not the circumstance that you have right now or the situation you have right now, not only can things begin to change for you, but imagine how many people you can impact as well. And that's just me talking from the affiliate side of things, right? You could simply decide that, yes, you want more. Maybe you don't see yourself having time to do the affiliate side of it, but you could see yourself learning how to make money with brand deals and so forth, right? Then you dive in and you find your groove. You find your way of earning. And you carve out a little bit of time every single day to that unique way. And guess what? You will set yourself up to start making money. The testimonies are there. The success stories are there, right? From women that are doing it all across the board. And some are just complete baddies. Or again, like, they're making, a few $1,000s a month from the affiliate, a few $1,000s a month from Amazon, a few $1,000s a month from brand deals. Again, I want you to write this down and never forget it. I want you to begin to optimize your life for cash flow. Because I guarantee you, you're not here because you want to know how to create the best content. You're not here because you want to know how to go viral on YouTube, right? You are here because you're like, there's got to be something more. I need to start cash flowing. So I want you to think differently. If you've ever heard, all these things that you should and could be focusing on, I want you to just instead decide to optimize your life, right, for cash flow. How can you get your share? It might be through an affiliate, right, like me, or you might decide to dive into one of the other income streams. Well, let me tell you, you get out there and you're going to realize, and you get in here, you're going to realize that there are women that are making it happen for themselves, right, leveraging every single income stream that's in here. They have found their own way, they're doing it, and they're making it happen. And to me, there's never been a better time to be online and to be alive, knowing that whatever you want to do, like there is a way for you to do it to feel good and confident, right? And that literally this year, if you decide and you want to, you can absolutely decide to change your life. Absolutely. Like no questions asked, right? You just got to decide to believe and to really, really decide to go for it. All right. So I would love to be the mentor in your corner to help you on this journey. The link is down below in the description. All right. Just click on it. You'll be able to review all the details there. You'll learn a little bit more about my story as well. And decide to get started, right? Decide to get started. right? Activate a payment plan. I've used payment plans so much, not because I've had to, because like, why not? Like, why not give myself more time to pay? And what I love about that is more often than not, again, before my first payment is even due, right? I already have my money back in hand, right? To go ahead and pay it off in full, right? That's why I can speak to these things. And again, the majority of people don't get started because they have their life all put together and everything is perfect. The majority of people get started because things are not well. Things are not good, right? They don't have enough money. They will not have enough money. Things will not change until they change. They will not have enough time, right? Or time is running out. So please understand, it's not about, you needing to be ready. What you need to be ready for, right, is new. You need to be ready for the change of circumstance and situation, right? And not waiting for things to be perfect in your life before you get started. Getting started is going to help you optimize your life and get things perfect, or get things in a way, right, where you really, really do enjoy it and you like it. All right. So yeah, feel free to reach out to me. More than happy to let you know where I'm going on TikTok, so you can find me over there as well. But the link is down below in the description if you would love to get started. I will see you back tomorrow or another day, and I hope to see you inside. Definitely, for sure, right? When you get started, you're going to receive a personal email from me as well. All right, so you'll have my contact information so that we can connect, and so that I can make sure that you get access to all the extra goodies that I give my customers as well. All right, so have a fantastic day, and I will see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.